What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ian Says.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Jake, the producer. Welcome back for episode number... Dun, 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 dun.
I think it's 5 now.
You're a little off. It's 6 today, my friend.
6, wow, time flies.
Yeah, I know. We're just having so much fun.
Yeah.
It's going so great. We like to thank you all again, once more, for all the support you've been giving us. We really appreciate it. We've been having a lot of fun, and we hope you guys are also having fun listening and enjoying whatever it is that we have to say every time.
Yes, thank you.
But, well... Anyway, Ian, before we get anywhere, I gotta ask you, how is your plank push going?
The planche?
The planche.
Yeah,
yes,
it's like a push-up or plank with no legs.
Yeah, you were just showing me a little push-up position with the fist rather than the flat palm, and that really helped me because I always get like a pain in my wrist when I don't.
Yeah. And
you were showing me that, and that's working well for you. So how far along are you with the planche?
Yes. Well, I got a long ways to go, but I'm slowly getting there. So basically, every time I do the push-ups, I slowly move my arms further back down towards my waist to try to build up those muscles because it's a different motion, a different set of muscles when you move them down slower.
So more of like the obliques in your abs.
Yes.
It's more of where you're feeling it then.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a certain criteria that you're supposed to be able to do before you can technically do a planche, like they're called like L holds or whatever. It's where you sit on you don't sit on your hands. You hover above your hands. So your arms are holding you up and then your legs stick out. And so you form an L with your body while you're floating on your hands.
Okay, so say you're sat down, legs straight forward, you put your hands right down on the ground and you just push up, and that's how you know you're ready.
Yep. Well, yeah, and you got to form the L shape with your legs, and you got to hold that for like 20 seconds.
And then they say that's usually at the point where you can just go out and do one.
That's one of the many criteria.
Oh, there's many.
Well, there's not many. They're very difficult, though. Another one is like if you have ever seen those rollers where it's like a wheel in the center with 2 handles on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
So where you can go on your knees, you can roll out. Yep. Yeah. You should almost be able to, if not, do that on your feet, not on your knees.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. So rather than being placed on your knees going all the way out, you're on your toes, and you can roll all the way out and then back in.
Yeah.
Do you have one of these and have been doing this?
I can't do it on my toes. I can do it on my knees. You think you're getting close, though? I'm getting closer than when I started.
That's a good sign.
Yes.
That's how you know something's changing, something's improving.
Yeah.
So is that like your major way of training for this?
There's a couple other exercises, but...
Well, what else have you been doing then? Let me know.
You hang on a pull-up bar.
Hanging on the pull-up bar?
Yeah,
okay.
and well, not just hanging, but you like hold your legs out, do the L shape thing again. Really good for your core.
I get what you're saying.
Lower back.
Like another thing that I'd say probably in that aspect, besides just doing that, pull yourself up halfway, have the arms at the L, and then do that. Oh, it makes it even more fun.
Double L.
You're getting double L's, double the L's.
Yeah.
That's like a double negative. You're winning them.
Yeah,
you're able to do it instantly if you can do that.
Yeah, so you hold it for 5 seconds, and then you let go, and then you hold it for 10, and then... Actually, my buddy was able to hold it like 25, I think, which is crazy. I haven't gotten that far.
I don't think I could hold it that long, but I know I could get there at least.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
For this point.
As long as you're improving.
Yes, that's right. And you've noticed that. How long do you think it's going to take before you can hit this?
Honestly, maybe a month or 2. If I really push at it, it'll take a month.
I hope so.
It'll probably take 2 months, though.
I'm hoping in a month from now, I can have you come down here right before we're about to shoot the show. You'll go, hey, I got to show you something.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I turn around, I see you on the ground just floating. And I go, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get a picture of that. That'll be perfect for the...
Oh, the Instagram.
The Instagram, that's right. You got something to tell these viewers.
We have an official Instagram for Ian Says. It's Ian Says _TCP.
Correctamundo. Ian Says _TCP on Instagram. So as of right now, if you want to direct toward us any sort of comments, questions, concerns, ideas, or anything like that, head over there and leave us a message.
Yes, we also will be posting, I'll be posting pictures that are related to the week's topic that we discussed. Maybe like last week we talked about woodworking, so I posted a project that I did on there. So if you're interested in that, like today we have some stories about cats. Yeah. So I'm going to post little clips of some cats that I saw. So,
yeah, hopefully it'll keep you in tune with what's going on around here if we have any updates or changes. And if you haven't noticed already, we do kind of try to keep this on a schedule, usually releasing on Tuesdays.
Yes.
As of right now, every episode has been. Hopefully, we'll stick with that for now. So, besides that, the Instagram will also be posting an update whenever the newest episode comes out, or we have any other content we're releasing somewhere else, like YouTube or anything like that. So, don't forget to check that out before you're done here.
Yes.
And that is Ian Says _TCP. So thank you for following us there.
Yeah.
And I mean, besides that, you just said we're gonna be talking about some cats.
Yes.
And I have a quick one for you because I
Yeah,
know
I
yours
wanna
is a
hear
little more in depth than mine, as far as I can tell. You seem to be
yeah.
really excited about this.
Yes.
So I was driving to work yesterday, and I just see something on the sidewalk, and I tilt my head over and I look at it, and all of a sudden I realize, okay, it's this little black thing. I go, what? Oh, it's a cat. It's legit walking itself down the sidewalk, just looks at me like as if it was a person, sort of does like a little nod, and just keeps walking along.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody's there, nothing, just walking.
collar, nothing?
I didn't see that. I was about to stop, but there was a car behind me. I was going to record this, and I was going to ride with it and see if it just keep walking, but it looked like it was just on a morning walk.
Wow, that's funny.
It's like, I don't know if it was an outdoor cat or what. It's just out cruising around.
Maybe it's just a stray or
Yeah, just
someone
having a nice
lost it.
walk around, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
No, definitely
I hope
not.
it was having fun. But
Yeah.
what were you going to say about some cats here?
Yeah. So, well, we kind of got a random cat in our backyard all of a sudden. Yeah. So one day, my brothers were looking outside while they're eating lunch or whatever, and they see a cat, and they're like, "Hey, look, Ian, it's a cat." I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Is that really how they said that? Hey, look, Ian, there's a cat.
Not at all, but I'm paraphrasing. So I was like, "Oh, cool, whatever,"
Yeah.
Don't care that much. So I go downstairs for 30 minutes, whatever, because that's where my workspace is. And I come back up. They're outside. They're petting the cat. They're holding it and stuff. Yeah.
Did they bring it in? You just keep it?
Yeah. Well, originally we thought it was a stray, so we wanted to see if it comes back at all because we gave it some cheese because cats like cheese.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't either, actually.
Yeah. I thought my friend texted me. He's like, "Hey, if you want the cat to keep coming back, feed it something."
Wait. I got a question for that now. Why did your friend know to just text you to feed it? Would you send it a picture? Did you ask it?
Yeah.
You go, hey, I found a cat.
Yeah, I sent our group chat a picture of the cat. I was like, "Hey, we found a random cat."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And I thought he was joking. He's like, "Feed it cheese." And I was like, "Why am I going to feed it cheese?" And then Colin looks it up and finds out cats love cheese.
It also likes pizza. Leave it outside.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I mean, the cat will get it.
Yeah, a pizza and a 6-pack of Corona.
Yeah, there you go. The cats love it. I'll be
Yeah.
out in 15. I mean, the cat will be right out.
Make sure to leave a bottle opener.
Yeah, leave it for the cat. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so a couple days go by after the first time we see it, and then it comes back. And by then, actually this morning, I was eating lunch outside on the patio because we have a little setup there.
Yeah.
I look over to my right, boom, cat's right there. It was so cool.
Did you feed it more cheese or did
Yeah,
you just...
yeah.
Really?
I fed it more cheese, yeah.
So you still have no idea where it's from or whose
Actually,
it is?
originally, that second time we saw it, we were like, "Hey, this is probably a stray," because it looked super skinny. So we were like, we're probably gonna maybe try to keep it as an outdoor cat, maybe give it some food, a litter box in our garage, so it can just come and go as it pleases.
Kill the rats and everything.
Exactly. Actually, we do have a mouse problem in the back, so boom, it's a win for us.
Problem solved. That's right.
But we found out from our neighbors that it's actually a cat 2 doors down who recently just got it.
They just leave it outside at all times then?
It's an outdoor cat, so they had it as a kitten, and so when it got old enough, they started letting it go outside.
Yeah.
So it kind of wandered towards us, and because we have squirrels and chipmunks and stuff.
Yeah.
So it just kept coming back.
I mean,
so.
the only thing I'd say to be worried about that then is it like spayed or neutered or anything? You probably don't know that part.
No idea.
That would be the scary part because then they just start populating more and more cats. Because I mean, otherwise,
Yeah.
I don't really see a huge issue.
No,
with
yeah,
it.
it's cool.
Usually-
Just get random visits.
they're
and
quite
stuff.
primal, and I mean,
Yeah.
as long as they're good to you and hopefully
Yeah,
the other
very,
kids
like-
or animals.
Really friendly. It was super cool. Just get random visits of it.
Have you let
pretty
your
nice.
dog meet?
Dolly was outside while the cat was around our patio, and so she's kind of old. She's like 11 or something. I don't really know. She's starting to get cataracts, which is sad. But so she didn't see it right away, and because she would have chased it, because I know she
Yeah.
would have chased it. So I I went over and I picked her up and I took her inside. As I was taking her in, she saw it and she went crazy. So kind of got to keep them separated.
Yeah, I mean, slowly maybe like introduce one another and you'll get to the point.
Yeah, exactly. Or she'll die before that.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to say that, but I was thinking it.
Yeah, that'll be a sad day though.
It will be, and then the cat will replace her, and you'll instantly be happy again. You'll be like, cheese likes cheese.
Yeah, yeah. It was cheese sticks.
We're going through cheese on the cheese sticks. Did you make them for her? Did you give her a little mozzarella too?
Yeah, a little cheese and crackers.
Oh, good. You gotta make sure you got that the charcuterie platter.
Yeah, exactly.
If you know what that is. You got all the fine wines and the finest of cheeses here at our household. We'll feed all the cats in the neighborhood.
Crazy cat population. You gotta watch out for.
You'll be the crazy cat lady now.
Oh, I hope not. No, but
so anyway, I wanna give you a little bit of something, and then whenever you feel like you're ready to come into this, you can, or I'll hand it to you at the end.
Okay.
I've been working on making myself much more efficient because, as you talked about in the earlier episodes, you were going to give us a little bit of an update. I know it's been a little while, and so you've had the ability to kind of check in and do different things and try different things. But for me, myself, right now, I've been kind of sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, sort of like going to bed at 8 p.m. and then getting up at around 5 or 6, just so I can feel much more efficient, get things done early in the morning before work or before I have anything else. And I've been really liking it. Energy has been perfect and everything. Eating has been a lot more consistent and easy. Working out has just been feeling amazing, and I haven't really needed to use caffeine or anything. So for me, it's been working pretty well, and it's only been like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'll make sure to keep everybody updated on that. And how has your level of efficiency improved since you've moved your desk downstairs and everything else you've done?
It's a little different. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't get to see as much sunlight, but that kind of encourages me to work faster because that means I can go upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, for me, example, as you see, I'm downstairs and there's really no lights down here. In that case, it kind of shuts that off and makes me not even think about it.
Yeah.
But for you, you might crave that sort of thing. For me, it's
once in a while, yeah.
I kind of really don't want it. It's like if I want it, then it's like I need that as a form of relaxation or like a reset switch. So rather than just having it, knowing I can get to it, it's like, I need it now. Then I'll go get it. But otherwise, it's like I'm focused and I'm kind of on top of it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably better, though, because when my desk was up in my room, I was right next to a window, it was really nice because I could look out. But then sometimes I found myself not working and kind of looking out the window for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you get distracted. There's a cat.
There's just cats coming to my house.
Just cats walking by every 10 minutes.
Yeah. So it's easy to get distracted when you're looking out a window. But downstairs I can definitely stay focused for longer, which is kind of nice.
Now I got a question about that. Is it cooler down there?
Yes, which is very nice.
I mean, in like efficiency's sake, I guess supposedly that makes you work a little more harder.
When it's cooler?
I mean, for me right now, I am actually really warm, and I prefer that, to be honest.
Really?
I'm more of I'd rather be warm and like comfortable in that way. Sometimes it's like I'd like to be cold, but otherwise it's usually I like to be warm.
Yeah.
But I'm in the basement, so it's always cold.
Yeah.
It just defeats the purpose.
How about when you sleep? Do you like to be warmer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I like to have blankets covering my whole body except for the head, usually.
See, I usually, in the wintertime even, I always crack my window a little bit because it gets so hot. So I like it cooler, and then I just sleep with a comforter.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's like I'll turn the fan on sometimes, like on the ceiling fan, but it's usually on like a low setting. I really just like it to sit like a moderate level, right, where I like it, like 70 degrees or whatever it is. And that just makes me feel the most comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's like most people are with you where it's like, I need that cold air or something refreshing like that. For me, it's like backwards. Like, I'd rather be shut off in a sealed room with no lights or anything and just be there and have only my breath in the air.
Actually, since I work really early in the morning, sometimes I have to go to bed earlier than I'd like to.
Yeah.
And it's still a little bit light out. So what I did, I nailed a thick sheet up over my window to make it completely dark. So much easier to fall asleep, but it looks really bad.
Yeah, I mean, like I have like some of those blinds on my room where it like blocks out all the light, and it really does make a big difference.
It does, honestly.
Especially when you're like that when you got to go to bed earlier, and it's like, oh, there's light, and it just throws your head off.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're in that rhythm, though, it kind of doesn't change you very much. You kind of just see like the orange hue, and it's sort of like, okay, I know it's sleepy time at least.
Yeah, go to bed.
The head will kind of say, okay, kind of lay down, buddy.
Yeah, actually, I can't confirm this, but I believe that when your body is cooler during sleep, you're more prone to nightmares.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I have heard that before.
If I would look at that, the way I would think about it is, that would probably mean the rest of my body is shut off and it's more just my brain having activity at that point. Because if I'm getting cold, then it's usually because of that. Or you wake up in really hot sweats, though, is the thing.
Yes.
Usually when you have a nightmare, you wake up and you're like on fire.
That's happened to me so many times. Yeah.
It's like, it's like that. But in that case, it's like, wait, is that a little backwards now?
I don't know, honestly.
Because maybe the cold like sprites that sort of like nightmare, and then you get hot.
And then you just kind of lay stagnant under the sheets, getting hot.
Yes.
Yeah, I get like really vivid dreams for some reason. I don't know why. I just always do.
I mean, that's kind of a nice thing. Then you know what the meaning is. At least.
Yeah, true. I guess.
Like you'd be like me, who wakes up most of the time and goes, "Oh, I remember I was there."
Very descriptive.
That was the important part.
Yeah,
it was still me. It's all about me.
Yeah. Have you ever lucid dreamed before?
Yes, a few times.
How was it?
Like the one that sticks in my mind most is like me just like flying around, going to where I want to go.
That is awesome.
So it was like, at the time I was younger, it's before we could drive or anything. It's like I want to go to all these places. So in my dream, I was just going there,
that is so cool.
There. I was like, oh, this feels real, and I'm like, wait, this is a dream, but I'm just gonna fully send myself into it and immerse myself, and it was
that is so cool.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Did you have to like write any dreams down to like slowly get to where you could lucid dream without waking up because you're excited?
You know what? That one was actually before maybe even I ever learned of the idea of lucid dreaming. And it's like I've tried to do stuff like that or get into that state, but it feels like it requires more work than sleep should. And it's like I would just rather naturally come to it, because every once in a while I'll get that state where I'll be like, oh, wait, this isn't real, or this doesn't seem right, I'm dreaming, and I can kind of steer it in the right direction. And that kind of makes me feel really more attuned to it and more ready for it, rather than just, I want it tonight. It's more of a surprise or a treat.
Like opening a gift, maybe?
Yes, it's like opening a gift. It's like, oh, this is happening. This is awesome. So rather than doing it every night and looking forward to it, it's like, oh, maybe it'll happen tonight. Or I forget about it, and that's the best part, because then you get the biggest rush out of it when you forget.
Yeah. I've heard writing your dreams down helps you do it, or having, if you've ever seen the movie Inception, I think, it's where they're inside dreams of dreams, and they have like this one like personal item that they use for themselves to keep them. Yeah, so you know if they're in a dream or not. That's kind of another thing that
another thing on top of that I've heard is like draw on your hand or on a thumbnail or something. So then look at it in your dream. It's like, I'm going to remember to do that. But it's like you have to do it all the time naturally to build that idea up.
Yeah, you're checking your
that's
watch.
The thing about it is, like, when I'm in a dream, I don't ever think about checking my phone or my watch or anything, which is really odd, because I usually have like a phantom vibration syndrome, always saying like, hey, your phone's going off, but it's not, or
Do you
your
think
watch.
It actually is going off though?
I think it is. I really feel like it feels like it is, or I think I hear something.
I've had that happen too.
It's like that. You build that ability, or like I notice it when I don't have my phone. Like all of a sudden I'll feel a bzz, and then I'll go, I don't even have my phone on me. Why is it doing it? It's like I'm attuned to like 2 p.m. There's usually an alarm going off right now or something. It's like I'm ready for it, but it's not there. And then in the dream, I don't get alarms in the middle of the night or notifications. I usually mute them or whatever.
Weird.
So it's like I don't expect to ever have to.
That's kind of
It's like I actually enjoy something while I'm sleeping, rather than going, we can make this a little better with a game or something in the background.
Yeah, or take photos or something.
Exactly. It's like I'd rather that dream come to me out of the blue, nowhere, just right there, and then it's like happens. I can enjoy it without thinking about my phone. Yeah. It's weird. I wish I could do that normally on a day-to-day basis.
That would be cool. Did you know? Oh, go ahead.
How can you leave the house without your phone? You know what I'm saying? You always pat your leg, and it's like,
It's a relatively newer thing compared to what people were doing for hundreds of years, where it's like phone, keys, wallet. Yeah. Before it used to be wallet, keys, I don't know, a notebook or something. Maybe even the wallet and the keys. Yeah. You know, I got the horse. That's all I need. Not even keys. Sorry, but you get the point. Am I wearing pants? Yeah, it's more recently where it's like wallet, keys, phone. Yeah, it's like instant. Most basic thing. It's just it's a basic principle now. It's like standard. A right in our way. We have to have it there, or else we're not leaving. Yeah, and it's almost uncomfortable when you go to feel for it and it's not there. Yes, it is. It is, and I know if you're supposed to have it and it's not in your pocket, your heart just kind of drops. It's like, yeah. Oh, good, I put it there. Oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Or like I'll drop my AirPods or something. I'll leave them at home and I go, oh, I thought I was gonna bring them here. Oh, did I leave them in the car? Oh no, okay. I'm good. Yeah, okay, it gives you a little heart attack. Stop thinking about it. You're good. Yeah. It's okay. Actually, which pocket do you put your phone in? Your left or right? That's always the right. That's the only thing that goes in the right pocket. Yeah, that's same. I agree. Except when I had my broken wrist on my right hand, I couldn't use
and you had to
my right
switch.
pocket comfortably.
Yeah.
So I just put my phone in my left. I got used to it. And then after I got my cast off and I can actually use it, I kind of slowly switched back.
You
So yeah,
know what's kind of like good for that
What?
is using like hoodies, because then you can kind of just like
right in the middle.
yeah. So then it's like in the middle, so you don't build this like thing to go to the left now, but it's like here still, so you can still kind of, even with the broken hand, maybe
Yeah.
even get in there a little bit. I don't know. It was just something I was thinking about.
Yeah,
There you
true.
go.
Yeah.
If that ever happens again.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not too, but you never know.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, do you know how I broke my wrist, right?
Yeah, didn't you fall off a skateboard, right?
Yeah. Well, technically, not to get technical here, but it was a longboard because I can't skateboard. but-
Okay, it's a
Yeah.
big difference.
It is,
to
it
some
is.
people. Okay,
It is, yeah.
To me, I'm on the outside of this big old zone of people, this fad, this group that's
Yeah.
specializing in skateboarding and longboarding.
There's a difference.
There
all
is.
right?
It's a bit. It's a different culture, really.
I don't know about that. But
Like I look at the people, you can tell a difference. You're
Yeah.
like, that guy skateboards, that whatever that is, longboards.
yeah, I guess if you want to look at it that way. But yeah. So anyway, so I was longboarding. I was on a sidewalk, which was kind of a bad idea because there's bumps and it's easier to fall when
Yeah.
there's bumps and cracks and
Every
whatnot.
3 feet.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying. But so I was in the neighborhood and I was with my friends. This was actually right after my graduation
I was
party.
gonna say I wasn't there because mine was on the same
Yeah,
day.
unfortunately that happened. So I didn't even get to stop by your grad party after because I was at the ER.
That's just like a fun after party.
Oh man, it was terrible. Sleeping was awful.
Oh yeah, it is.
It was
It is a
bad.
weird one waking up to, and you're like
Yeah.
your hands in the cast, and you're like, whoa.
It's all swollen.
I felt that before. A leg. It's like, oh, I gotta get out of bed now. It's, with the leg, it's like, wait, where do I? Oh, crutches, or what do I do?
Yeah. Or I instinctively use my right hand to like grab something. Like I can't do that. I
try
gotta
to
use my left.
push.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that was a bad idea.
It just really throws you off. It's the worst
Yeah.
thing in the world.
But anyway, I broke it. I fell off my longboard attempting to make this really sharp turn on a sidewalk for the second time. I did it twice. So the first time I fell off and I had the genius idea of, oh, let me do it again and I'll go faster. And I made the turn, but immediately fell on the sidewalk right onto the concrete. So
I'm so proud of you.
yeah, I'm not.
You landed right on the wrist. Or were you trying to catch yourself?
Yeah.
You know, I've done that at least twice.
Really?
First time, 7 years old. I'm running. It's actually in the backyard of where I am now, or the neighbor behind me.
Yeah.
We're running. They have this small sidewalk patio on the side of their house, like to the garage, where there's like a side door. We're running, and I fall, land right on the wrist. I get up, go home. And so I go, it hurts. And then the next day I learned it was broken. The
Ooh.
next time I did it, I was on a swing set in 5th grade. We're at school. We're just swinging along, and I go, hey, check this out. And I'm swinging with no hands, going full
Yeah.
speed. All of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm face first on the ground.
no.
Landed on the wrist, obviously,
Oh,
because, you know,
man.
I got to catch myself, because
Yeah.
what else do you naturally do but catch yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
I get up, and then I go, hey, guys, my wrist hurts. I'm going to go to the nurse. But
Mm-hmm.
imagine me saying that at like 11 years old. So not like that. My wrist hurts. I'm going to go to the nurse. And I go, all right, see ya. And then a minute later, someone goes, hey, you forgot your glasses on the ground. I go, oh, yeah. I was in
kinda
such a
need those.
shock. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize. And I just go there.
Did you break it again?
Yeah, that was the other wrist this time.
Oh man.
The thing is, I didn't even think about it being broken. Like,
No?
I go home or whatever. They test my wrist. They go, oh, yeah, it hurt. It might be broken. I don't know. It might be sprained.
Yeah.
So then I go home and just act like it's nothing. I go, I'm fine. I'll
Whatever,
be
it'll
okay.
heal. Yeah.
Next day, I go to the doctor because I'm like, it feels even worse now somehow. And then it was
That's not
ended up
good.
broken.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Did the nurse give you one of those terrible ice packs?
Oh, yeah, you know it, you know it.
It's a paper towel in a plastic
Yes.
bag that's frozen.
Yeah, so I've watched them do it. They just take these like single ply that's like sandpaper pretty much,
Yep.
and then you just wet it with water, throw it in like a Ziploc bag, fold it, and then just throw it right in the freezer.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you have an ice pack.
Yeah, it's like any injury you get at school, nurse is like, boom, ice pack.
It's like, how can the school make more money than anybody off of our taxes, and they can't afford an ice pack?
Yeah.
Everybody needs a smart board, even the gym class. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense.
It's like, who's thinking here? Ice pack might be a little important sometimes, like a real one that would work.
Apparently not to them. but-
No, obviously I would say it would work, but I'd like to be treated like a human.
Yeah, something that actually is gonna maybe help you more than a frozen paper towel.
Piece of paper.
No kidding.
I swear. Hey,
Yeah.
that just reminded me. I
What
was
is it?
starting to write a joke, okay? It's more of one of those jokes that you just hear passed around.
Yeah.
Because my dream is to be like in 50 years from now, I'll be sitting at a bar. You know, what would I be like? 79. I'd be sitting there, all of a sudden this kid comes up next to me. His name's Einor, as in Ian.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just making it up.
Yeah.
And he says this joke to me, and I go, you know what? If you go back to Ian Says episode 69, you'll hear me say that right there, you mutt. And then, but it's like, I need to be able to write a joke like that can just last forever.
That like people refer to.
Yes, and the thing that I came up with is just, it would only work for like younger kids, I would think, in school.
Yeah.
The teacher is walking through class, okay? You get this. Teacher's walking through class.
Yeah.
Kids listening to music, not doing their work. And he's singing along with the lyrics. The teacher goes, how are you able to learn those lyrics but not what's on that paper? The kid looks up to the teacher and says, well, when I'm waiting for my basketball game to start, I can't get hyped up to A squared plus B squared equals C squared, player. You know, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like, that's my joke that I came up with.
Yeah.
Out of all the things I could have made up, that's what I make up.
That's. I mean, I don't mind it.
I think I'm a failure.
No, you'll get better with practice.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just writing school comedy at this point for teachers to say
I mean, it
to
makes
kids.
sense though.
It does. You know, it is.
Yeah.
It is just one way of looking at it. I mean, I should just try and approach it from many different ways, and it might work.
Yeah, delivery is also a big thing. I mean, that
Yes,
seemed fine to me. But
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time I've said it out loud. To be
yeah,
honest.
it wasn't bad. I like it. It's funny.
I mean, I could work on it. Maybe
It'll
find
specific audiences for
someday I'll find the right thing. Whatever I'm good at. Maybe I'm just good at that.
sure. Yeah.
Just something to tell
Yeah.
a student.
Speaking of something that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
I was playing Monopoly at my friend's house. Yeah,
Monopoly.
with some other people, some friends.
Sounds
And-
like you're living a high-end sport life. You know?
Oh, Monopoly! I know.
Yeah, that is,
Skillful game.
it is very much.
Anyway, yeah. So we're rolling to see who goes first, and so it's me. I'm gonna roll, and
Yeah.
then my friend's brother's gonna roll.
Yeah.
So my friend says, "You're gonna roll," referring to his brother. "You're gonna roll a 2, and then you're referring to me. You're gonna roll a 4, and just out of the blue, he rolls a 2.
Yeah.
I roll, boom, I roll a 4. It was absolutely crazy. We actually calculated the odds. There's a 2.7% chance of that happening.
And at the end of it, you go. I get to go first, at least. It's like
I did go
I
first,
broke
yeah.
the odds to go first.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, lowest percent of chance wins.
The lowest common denominator
Yeah.
loses, and I'm the winner. That is kind of crazy
Yeah.
to be able to just throw that out there.
It is. We didn't even
Well,
finish the
wait,
game.
so you're throwing just one dice though?
Yes, it was only one dice.
So how did you figure out that number then? The 2.7%.
I don't know. They're good at math.
You just let them go 6 times 6 or 6 times, or is it like that where you times each number by itself by the amount on the dice?
Maybe I don't.
Or is it just 6 by 6 and then you divide it?
If I sat down and did it, I could figure it
Yeah,
out.
I'm sure we
but-
could, but it's just like you hear those numbers, like okay, that reminded me. I read
Let's
an
hear it.
article. I didn't read the article, so I use Bing because I like to get my Bing points and all that.
Gotta
okay?
get them points.
So whoever's gonna call that out, I don't care. I'm gonna keep using Bing. And then one of the things that shows up, I just see a person there grabbing their stomach, and then there's like a ruler around it, as you see,
Yeah.
for like to lose the weight thing. But instead of that, this is what it says, and I quote: "This made me blow. This like blew my mind that they wrote this on something."
Yeah.
Okay, it says, "Study finds stomach fat can lead to death." What? Really? No
Really?
way. I've never thought of that before.
That's the first time I've heard that correlation.
You're telling me
Wow.
overweight people die? I thought they just lived forever. They look like they're like 7 their whole lives.
Oh my gosh! Well, Bing coming out with the real articles.
That's
there.
what I'm saying. It's like, how do you get that in there? It's like with, you know how boring the news has to be in order to throw
Yeah,
something
it must
like
be
that in?
tabloids or something.
That's what I'm saying. It's like nothing's going on right now. That's how boring the news is right now. Is that nobody cares about whatever's going on. I bet tomorrow I'll go on there and I'll go, study finds you buy your kids toys, they are happy.
Yeah.
What? No.
No way. And they also leave more messes, but
They also make more messes.
Yeah.
No, I would have never guessed.
that is crazy.
it's it's just funny how you can go from like constant COVID and everything, and then constant Black Lives Matter and all this, and then all of a sudden just nothing.
Yeah. Did you know belly fat leads to death?
No way, really?
Yeah,
Oh
just
my
found
god!
that out.
Oh my god! I've been just studying so much about everything else but that.
I know, it's
I
crazy.
didn't know humans lived. I thought it was just a lucid dream.
Those tabloids,
Those tabloids.
clickbaity titles.
Clickbaity titles.
Yeah, actually, that got me thinking. TikTok is not canceled anymore.
Yeah, you were right. I forgot I was going to ask you about that. I forgot to
got an
say that.
update on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been using it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not into it right now. So
No.
if it was gone, I would have been okay.
You'd been,
This would have
whatever.
actually been one of those times where I would have been
Yeah.
like, all right, it's okay.
Yeah.
But now every time I go on there, it's like every time I like one, I have to download it.
Yeah.
If I can, it's like download, save,
Wait,
save just in
what
case.
is down? It just saves it on your
So
phone.
yeah, you can actually download the videos to like
Really?
repost them or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
It's kind of smart if you're trying to blow up in a way, because then people are sharing it and it still has your little tag in the corner and everything.
yeah.
Unless they crop it out or something.
Yeah.
But it's always there, and I do it because it's like, I like this. I'd like to remember this or something, even though
Yeah.
I'll probably
And it
never
might,
go
and
back.
maybe there's a chance it'll get removed or something.
Yeah, I mean, they do get removed a lot. It's like you break community guidelines, like nothing
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a teen and you twerk or something, then it's okay.
I'm sure they'll
For
just
whatever
let that
reason,
slide.
that's okay. But,
Yeah.
you know,
No kidding.
everything else, it's
Yeah.
just...
Who actually bought it? Was it Walmart?
I don't know at this point. There's too much going on. I think because they entered the race to buy it or something.
Yeah.
Then they're sort of like, okay, we'll give it a little more time to see who will buy it. This because it's like more American companies are interested, so
Yeah.
they're more likely to open it up for more people to look at, or kind of like redo everything and keep it going.
Yeah, originally all the TikTokers were gonna go to YouTube and Instagram. And
Yeah, that's
stuff.
something. The Instagram, whatever we were just
The
looking at,
Instagram
the
Reels, I think.
Yeah.
It's just a rip off of
It's
TikTok.
like, why do we got to throw that on there now too? Wait till TikTok's gone, or give it its own app for now. It's
Yeah.
like, I can't have so many things in one place.
That's
It's like
too much.
every time they add something to Instagram, it pushes me more and more away from it.
Really?
I used to love
More
it.
features? You don't like it?
Yeah, I used to love it when the feed was instant. It was just like in a correct order, like from
Like
post date.
chronological?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I would get on there every day. I'd scroll right to where I left off the last day, and then I'd be good for the day. I would do that every day. Now I go on there and I go, I don't even know where I am or what I'm looking for, and it just throws up computer stuff and all this and all these ads and everything, and then it's like I can't find what I want. There's nothing interesting.
Yeah. I don't like the ads.
I mean, I understand they need to make money and everything. It's not too bad. It's not like over the top or anything, but still, it's just to the point where I go, I can't stay on here for more than like 10 minutes.
It just gets too annoying.
Yeah, it gets boring. And it's like, even though I follow a bunch of like influencers or products of things that I like, I still just can't get into it anymore.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of influencers, it's kind of funny because there's some people who have like 2,000 followers.
You know, you're an influencer now?
Yeah.
People are listening to us right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're
I'm sure.
influencing them.
Yeah. Well, see, I feel like that word is overused.
Yes.
Because people try to make a career out of that when they have no sponsors, or maybe they have one sponsor, wherein it's going to be a lot harder than when you keep working at it and gain
Yeah.
more and more. It's kind of,
It's a constant thing.
yeah, it's kind of like Twitch streaming. For example, people think the longer you stream, the more viewers you're going to get, which is not true at all. Like you could stream for 8 hours a day. You can have 2 viewers the whole time.
Yeah, and then they give you nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
If they don't want to, they don't have to.
Yeah, Twitch is more of a hobby versus a career, unless you actually gain.
Yeah, if you're able to
sponsors.
go in depth with it, put all your effort into it in the right way, even if it is only 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
If you stress out very
entertaining,
hard,
yeah.
If you're putting in all your effort in those 2 hours, I think you'd be much more likely to succeed.
Yeah.
Like with this here, when we do this, I know me and you cannot go for like maybe an hour. I really don't know how long we've gone at this point, but
Me neither.
normally we're dead within 20, 30 minutes. And
Yeah.
like I can't even finish editing the episode usually in the same day. I have to
No.
wait a day or two because
Yeah.
it's like I'm mentally drained. I don't normally
is very
talk this
draining.
much.
Yeah, me
ever.
neither. No.
It's like I don't talk to anybody this in depth about anything.
Yeah, school not being in school, and Corona kind of limits that a little more.
Yes, it throws you off completely.
Yeah, it kind of deprives people
It
of
changes the dynamic.
Yeah, so social interactions
They-
much
they're-
less.
Yeah, they're less no matter what. Yeah, it's like especially when you like get out of school, you lose that ability to just talk to somebody constantly.
Yeah.
Even like at work, a lot of times you're alone. Even though there's always somebody around you, it's not like you're working with them.
No, not normally.
Like this is one of the only ways after school where you can still do something like that, where you have to be with people all the time and like as the influencers say, you have to be able to talk to other people and
Connect.
get out. Yeah, you have to connect with all these other people because otherwise you're going to sit in this little box and go nowhere. Like us right now, we can only reach so many people if it's just me and you sharing it.
Yes,
if we
exactly.
if we're able to have other people or friends or whatever, anything like that,
Connections,
these
basically.
connections, and they're able to share and move it around. It's like anybody like that. And like you said, with their like 2,000 followers, which means either they knew a lot of people or a couple of their friends did something.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm not saying that's like bad. I'm saying
Yeah.
it doesn't qualify you
yeah,
as like
it shows that you've put in some sort of effort, but you're not there yet. You need to rise above everybody because it's like I know people now that can get like 5,000 followers.
That's
But
wow.
they don't treat it as if it's a job or anything. They just go, that's just because I'm more of a sociable person. I'm able to spread it. I'm a good-looking person, and people like to see what I post. I mean, it's like
that's a
I'm
common
consistent with
thing.
it. But if you're not any of those things, then you can't succeed at all in any sort of field, really.
No, yeah, there's definitely a amount of social interaction required in order to be able to move your content around. Because if you're just kind of isolated and introverted, then it's just it might not go as well as you
I mean,
hope.
in that case, you're probably doing it for fun.
Yes, I'm more introverted personally.
See, like in that case, you're doing this more of as like it's fun to do this. I really don't care who sees it or what.
Yeah.
It's just more exciting to do it or be
Yeah,
able to
I
get in
believe
there.
I talked about
But
that.
then when you look at somebody that's far up the chain, you know, they have 100,000 followers.
That's
or whatever,
crazy,
It's
yeah.
not fun anymore at that point. It's a job. They have to strictly stay on top of it, read those emails, get those sponsors in, and make all those deals and connections constantly, or else they're just gonna go bankrupt and fail, and you're gonna get
Yeah.
nothing out of it.
It's a line, I'd say.
I mean, like with what we're doing here, this is perfect. We meet up once a week. We talk about what we say.
Yeah.
And we're in and out within a couple hours, and it's fun, and it gives us a reason to actually do something.
Yeah, and we get to talk about like crazy stuff that happens throughout the week.
Yeah, and our past.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
like
bring up all
school
these great
stories.
things. So it's like anybody who's listening to this right now that really wants to get into that sort of field or
Yeah.
game, it's intense. It's hard, just like anything else. And don't expect it just because you think you're better than them. It doesn't mean it's going to happen at all. You can put in all the work you want. You still aren't guaranteed to succeed. Think about how many other people want to be influencers. Everybody thinks they're an influencer at this point.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram page.
You put it in your bio.
I make
doesn't mean you are.
stockings. And you guys should follow my stocking page. I sell them. You guys can buy them. They're awesome. All right, check them out. See, like that. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like that's a niche market,
It is very niche, actually.
and then that's when you should push into it for fun. Because especially if it's niche like that, push into it and find the crowd that you want, rather than just like I want to succeed in this. I want all these followers. Don't care about that.
And have that be your main source of income.
That's right. It's like even though you want it to be that, you really don't. It's more of a like when I get really into something, I get intensely into it.
Yeah.
And then I lose interest really quick. But this is perfect because we've just been doing it weekly, and it's not like
It's not
every day.
Yeah, it's not like a constant, intense thing
Like I'm
that
not
lasts for
thinking
a
about
week.
it constantly. Oh,
It's
jeez,
just-
I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, that's all
Like
right.
I'm not thinking about it like for like 8 hours a day. It's nice being able to just go. I have an idea. Let me just write it down in my notes, and then we'll pick it up then.
Yeah,
Because then it
exactly.
kind of allows me to formulate on it and think about it a little bit, and not really just go head in constantly every day.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would be cool to do that, or it seems cool to be like successful like that in that field and everything. But
Yeah. Also, there's ways to if you're trying to do it for more of like financial reasons and income, there's ways to diversify your income. Like, I'm obviously not a financial advisor, or I don't give any legal
Yes, you
advice.
better not.
No,
It's
because I'm
illegal.
not qualified for that whatsoever. So
Yeah.
do not take anything as letter, like law or whatever.
Yeah.
But like diversifying your income is huge for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, the sponsorships, or say, for example, Jacob Morgan, you take photos on the side.
yeah,
Which you could, if you wanted, really turn that into more of a business aspect.
I could.
Yeah, and there's another source of income for
But
you
I
right
mean,
there.
in that case, I can really explain how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It's because I went full head on into it, and I loved it, and I loved every little part of it. But now I can barely stand doing it.
No?
It's like I'm good
Really?
at it and everything. It's like I still have all my skill and my ability, but it's like looking at it that way, I don't enjoy it. I've never wanted to really
No?
do it as like a job or a
Yeah.
profession. I just enjoy the hobby of it and sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'd like to take a photo and show it to people and then see what they feel about it and kind of like admire what I did rather than being like, hey, buy it from me.
Yeah, true.
It's like from time to time I'll do like a wedding or a birthday party, but
That's
it's like
pretty cool.
I'm not gonna go in and be like, that's all I do.
Yeah, you like it to be more of your entertainment or enjoyment aspect.
Yeah, like really. I mean, even this because it's like I'm not doing it constantly. I don't want to do this constantly.
No, you
It's
get
too
burned.
much.
You get burned out a lot easier. I'd
and
say.
it kills my hobbies. It's like playing video games, because of all the streaming and watching videos and everything,
Yeah.
it makes me want to do that, and then I lose the enjoyment. It's like I need to get a good clip. It's not.
Oh, yeah,
I want
I
to
know
get on with
exactly
my
what you're
friends
talking
and
about,
play a
yeah.
game and have a fun time. It's I need to get this triple quick scope over the shoulder. You know,
I would say it's kind of similar to, for example, we were
stock
talking
car
about
racing. I'm just making it up.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I guess.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just kidding.
You're okay. Where we were talking about how people always have their phones in their pockets and stuff,
Yes.
which is fine because that's anyway, where people want to take a picture of everything or record video of it.
Rather than enjoying it.
Yes, for certain occasions that's okay. That'll help you remember it, but for a lot of stuff, I believe it's scientifically proven that you're more likely to forget it when you take a photo and when you take that video because
it's like repetition. You're just doing it over and over.
Yeah.
It's what you're normally doing.
I know, instead of just enjoying the moment where you are, like maybe you go to the Grand Canyon and instead of just absorbing in the Grand Canyon, you're just taking
Pictures.
20 pictures of
and
it.
then
Yeah.
a day later, you'll be like, I wonder what that was like.
Yeah, I want to go back.
That's what it looked like. I remember
Yeah,
now.
I want to go back now.
It's like, oh, I wish I would have looked at it. Like, I wonder how deep it really is. You were there. You should know how deep it
look
is.
over the edge.
Yeah, I just looked over and pointed and clicked the button.
Yeah, and backed off. Actually, do you know, people actually do fall off the Grand Canyon.
Yes, because of that. Often.
Yeah, they like try to take a selfie with it and they have no like depth perception.
Yeah.
Boom, they're off.
Yeah, you throw the blur on the background. Whoa, where'd it go? Oh,
Yeah, at that point, you're just taking a picture of yourself, not even of the Grand
see,
Canyon.
that's one thing that always angers me when I'm taking photos. Like, someone's paying for me, especially, and I see them then pulling out their phone to take a photo. I mean, it's like I understand you might want one just in case or whatever, but when there's people there just constantly taking photos on their phones, like, I need to get this, I need to get this. That's what I'm here for. You should enjoy it.
Yes, exactly.
Because when I'm doing that, I'm not having fun. I'm going all in, and it's like I have to capture that moment.
Yeah, you will not remember it as well as the people that hired you to do it. Like,
and they're in the same feeling as I am then, and
yeah,
then neither
and
of us are having the
pointless.
experience.
All they did is pay for an upscaled version of the photos they took on their phone.
I always get jealous of kids for that reason. Like when I babysit them or I admire or I see them, and then you just see like this pure like enjoyment of what's in front of them until you teach them how to run iOS.
Yeah, it gets taken away once you put a screen in their hands.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, that was fun earlier, but this is better.
Yes.
Because that instant gratification, but then that destroys the enjoyment of virtually anything.
Yeah, cell phones and technology is a really easy babysitter.
It's like, I don't understand the point of traveling anymore.
I mean, you can just look up Google Pictures.
Yeah, just look it up, watch a
Google
video, and I'm there. It's like I personally don't enjoy vacations anymore because of that. It just ruined life for me.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, and it's like I've scaled that back.
Desensitized?
Yeah, and so I've scaled all those things back. I don't take photos as much unless it's like that's all I'm wanting to do.
Yeah.
So say I'm going out to like one of our parks or something. It's like I want to take photos here of these trees or these plants or something. Then I know that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to go all in on that, and I don't have to worry about time or anything. And I'm just enjoying it for what it is.
Exactly.
And I can stop, put the camera away if I want. But when I'm going all in, it's like this isn't me anymore.
No.
It's like I'm just focused on that one thing.
Yeah, you become desensitized to the rest of it.
I'm sure you felt that way about many things before.
Oh, definitely. I definitely, with the traveling thing, I still want to travel, but it's you can just look up videos and just watch like
really,
Tour of Hawaii or something.
Yeah, it's like, what do I expect? Well, I already know what to expect now.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to see the Grand Canyon, do it justice.
Yeah.
Honestly, that phrase, I never understood that phrase. Do it justice.
Do it justice.
I mean, I understand what it means, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's do it justice. That just sounds weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird to, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's always different to see it in person.
100%. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah. It
See,
was so cool.
I've never seen it.
No?
And I look at it and I go, oh, or I see pictures and I go, okay, it's a big crevice, but I really don't have that connection that you do. Did you take pictures of it?
Yeah.
See, when you said there, that's how I know you kind of enjoyed it though. You went,
Yeah.
maybe I don't.
Yeah.
You did that on the side. You were more actually enjoying it there.
I know if I were to go again, I have a wide angle camera on my lens on my
Yeah,
camera.
I mean, I know you'd be more likely to do that
I would probably
now.
take a picture and then I would honestly
Yeah.
just keep my phone away because I want to enjoy it.
It's sort of like once you get that shot, just put it away.
Yeah, just
it away and
enjoy it.
enjoy it.
Absorb what's going on in front of you.
It's like you don't need a shot of every moment that was good.
No.
It's like some of the moments you have to cherish and remember yourself. And And in that way, it'll be more worth it, even though you don't have an exact copy, because you're gonna end up spiking it up a little bit. A lot of people, like some people, do that really bad. Where like you'll ask them about something, and they'll be like, "Well, didn't you go to the store to get bread?" "Yeah, but dude, out of nowhere, this car came, whammed into this dude." You know, it's like I don't want to look at it like that. I want to be like, "It was awesome. It was beautiful. It was great. It was this," rather than just having to do that. It's like naturally you'll do that anyway, but it's like you'll enjoy it more in the long run.
It helps your memory. Actually, did you know that I believe your smell is most linked to memory?
Yes, I have heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of think about it. I guess, every time you come over, I light that candle before you come over. You probably smelt it a little bit, even though I have it off right now.
Yeah.
I light that candle, and then every time you come in here, you're kind of expecting that. Or now anytime you smell that, or I smell that scent,
like a cue.
I'm going to think of a podcast.
Yes.
Because all 6 episodes, for a month and a half, you have smelt that every time.
Keep doing it, because I think it's helping.
Because, I mean, it's about to go bad, but here in like a month,
we're gonna have to order an exact copy of it.
Every season of the show will have a new candle.
Okay, that works too.
A new scent. The Ian Says scent.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, that's
a good idea right there.
Candle. We have an offer for you, all right?
Yeah.
The Ian scent. It'll be motor oil mixed with cheese for cats.
Oh yeah, just for cats, not
just
for
humans.
cats.
Something like that. I think that'll work. Or a quesadilla from school that's all burnt, right?
Oh yeah, one of
you
those.
You love
gross
those
ones.
things.
Oh jeez. Actually, you kind of reminded me about scents and cues and stuff. Whenever I study, I have a desk lamp. I turn it on. Whenever I'm like playing games or something, I try to turn it off.
That right off. Yeah,
it's kind of like a visual cue to try to get me in the zone of studying and doing boring homework.
I mean, I can attest to that in a way, because as of right now, we are shooting in a different spot than we were the first couple episodes. My office is actually being redone right now.
Yeah, under
so I'm using
construction.
a smaller desk that has my laptop for doing this and then my desktop for playing games. And I'm doing them both in the exact same location, which is what I've always done. But now it seems more seamless in a way. Like I've understood that once the laptop comes up, it's work time. Yeah. Either way, even if it's for like my actual job or anything, or it's this, I know, hey, put the phone down. This isn't fun. When the main desktop's on for gaming and everything, then it's, hey, I can play my phone or watch a video while I'm doing it. But it's sort of like certain things have to lead to those cues, or like a certain light, a smell, or a feeling.
Yeah, it's like a mental wall or door you kind of walk through.
You can really tell, like, I've been babysitting kids and like teaching them and things, and I notice when you put them in different locations, they can work better. You keep the playroom in the playroom so that they play there, and when they're out of there, they have a different mentality or a different mindset, and they change that excess of energy to, I need to listen now, or I need to try and put this in my brain.
Actually, you're kind of lucky, because you have your desktop and then you have your laptop, so you can actually separate your games from your actual work. So they're not even on the same computer.
That is always a hard one.
Yes, I just have my desktop, so it's not too bad, but it is kind of difficult when you know where you can just boot up a game real fast right there.
Yeah, it is. Just knowing that it's there makes it a lot harder.
It definitely does. Yeah, the cues are, I'd say, a large part of becoming successful personally, and willpower as well. Did you know, I watched a video about this. They kind of compared willpower to a muscle, where it can become fatigued. So, for example, if you're trying to resist caffeine, and maybe you have a 6-pack of what are those Starbucks coffee things?
Nitro cans or whatever.
Whatever they're called. I don't drink them. But
you got Bang, you got G Fuel, you got Monster, any of the
caffeine is everywhere. So say you're trying to avoid more caffeine. So every time you open that fridge, you see those Starbucks drinks in there, and you have to consciously resist the urge to drink one. Now, eventually, you're probably going to break. The average person does. Yeah. So if you were to just completely remove that, like test
or that sensory image of like seeing
that trap,
or knowing about.
It's
like the same thing with commercials.
Yes.
Like you see that, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I want McDonald's.
Yeah, you see an iPhone.
You've never thought of it, and it's like, I want McDonald's all the time. Or I want a new phone like that. Yeah.
Exactly. And if you just remove that, then you're less likely to become fatigued to. I'm just going to call it a straight up trap.
Yeah, I mean, because I can say that, like, especially if you're on like something like a diet or something where you're changing what you're eating, cutting out sugar or the caffeine. as long as it's there, you're more likely to go towards it, especially if you use it in like a moderation sense. So you're like, in the morning, I have a cup of coffee, and then you're like, normally I don't think about it the rest of the day, but every morning you're kind of building that routine up then. So no matter what it is, you're going to end up building that routine of doing it. And then you're just going to keep doing it without realizing it. And then if you were to remove that, all of a sudden something's weird in your brain. You're like, whoa, what just happened here? And it's like you need to wean yourself off of it and then completely remove yourself of it. Because, I mean, it's going to be a while before you can even see it again and then go, I don't need it.
Yes. There's a, it's called a digital minimalist, I believe.
Oh, well, I guess anything minimalist.
Yeah.
You just lower the amount of it.
But so say, for example, you want to spend less time on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever your thing is. So this is, I listened to a podcast about this, and basically what they did was they almost they didn't quite get rid of their phone, but they removed everything. They removed all their distractions, anything that caused them to become distracted from their main goal of maybe studying more or being more productive and doing more work. So they just took away all the distractions, and then they slowly brought back what they actually needed, not what they wanted, what they needed, because it's kind of almost freeing, because you're gonna, if you actually do it correctly, you're gonna have a lot more free time.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna realize you spent maybe a collective time of an hour and a half on social media, and you really didn't need to. So maybe they actually gave this as a really good example, was put it up, use it on your laptop. Because whenever that laptop is open, you're on social media, and then when you close it, you're done for the day. And then now you have extra free time, and what you do with that free time is also very important. So if you become bored, you're more likely to become or want to go back to your old habits that you had before.
Yeah.
So what they recommend is picking up a hobby.
I mean, like one thing I've heard is this is kind of in that same sort of way.
Yeah.
You'd rather be in a bad situation because you're comfortable with it.
Yes.
Because it's like you're comfortable knowing. Like a lot of people be like, I hate that I do this. I hate that I smoke. I hate that I always check my phone. You're not doing anything about it. If you hate it that badly, you should have some sort of willpower or a way of distracting yourself in a better way, or rerouting that time and that energy into something that will better you, and at the same time remove whatever it is that you don't like.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to do, or you don't have, or what you'd like to do, and include like maybe going to the gym more often. You don't start out going 5 days a week, once a week maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of like you were talking about being comfortable. Your brain always wants to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And I would say proof of that would be it feels super uncomfortable when you don't have your phone in your pocket. And that I'm sure almost everyone feels that way.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a lot more difficult if you just go cold turkey on stuff.
It's like, I'd like to know at what age that was like ingrained in us that we need that in our pocket.
I know. I've been
like,
thinking about that
it's
too.
like, why do I need it? Like, I say that to parents, or like my mom, or I hear other parents say to their kids, you need it just in case.
Just in case what?
But when has that just in case ever happened? If it's once, if it's just once, everybody else is already saying it. So as long as they're with somebody else, there's always a phone or somebody there to save the day.
Yeah.
So it's like they're setting us up to worry and feel like we need it, or
Stress
that we're
out.
missing something.
Yeah. I mean, it's working great for the phone companies and the advertisers.
they
it just
love
means
it.
more viewing time.
I mean, in my case, I had my first phone, I think I was 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
I wasn't about it like that because it wasn't a smartphone or anything. It was an old flip phone.
Yeah, same.
So I only had it for maybe texting like my mom or a friend or something.
Yeah.
So it was like I have it in my backpack when I go to school, and that's it. And then it just sits in there. But then all of a sudden I get an iPod, and that's different. And then it changes it, and it's not even a phone at that point. So I'm carrying two things, but the iPod's in my pocket more than the phone is.
Same thing here, yeah.
So all of a sudden you're losing the thing that you think you need. So it sounds like everybody just needs flip phones on them. Because if your kid needed it in case of an emergency, don't buy them a smartphone then.
No.
Buy them a flip phone.
Yeah.
No, it just doesn't make sense. They don't sell those anymore. Yes, they do.
They
They're
do
usually
sell
free.
them.
They're $5 at most usually.
Yeah.
And
Really
it's
cheap.
And yet you're spending all this money on something, and then you complain that they use it too much, or I have to put screen time
Or the
limits.
government tracks you or whatever.
Yes, and you're complaining about that, yet you're giving it to them because
Yeah.
you feel more comfortable because it has the Apple logo on
No,
it.
yeah. You're paying for the brand, and it's not always needed, honestly.
No, it's not. At all times.
Yeah,
I
now,
don't need it.
yeah, kids now, everyone's, as soon as they're born, you put a phone in their hand.
Pretty much.
You
Yeah.
grow up with it. It's gonna
Quit
still be-
talking, quit crying. Here, hold this.
Yeah, it's a great babysitter.
And then a week later, why does he always want my phone? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't even use it
Yeah.
for 8 hours a day.
He's
Yeah.
addicted.
Everybody's
He or she's
addicted at this point.
Yeah.
Well, Ian, before we end this episode,
Yes.
I have one question for you.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
I'd like to ask you to do something for me, and this is going to be very intense. I want you
Okay.
to name as many presidents as possible.
Oh man. Well,
I think it'd be fun. All
yes,
right.
I'll do it. I just don't know a lot of presidents. I'm not very good with history.
I don't either. I'm not going to pull up any list, so I'm
Okay.
just going to see what you can get. All right.
Okay.
I just want to know what you got.
You know, I'm willing to bet there's gonna be like a name that's not even a president. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'll try and remember them.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm going to give you, I don't know if it's a tip or at all. Maybe start at the front and kind of work your way
Yes.
to the back or back forward. Because I notice a lot of people when they do this sort of thing, they just skip around and then it makes them lose track of
becomes
where
confusing,
they are.
yeah.
Yes. So let's see what you can do.
Okay.
here.
So obviously Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. See, now I'm thinking of the Declaration of Independence.
Put 1 in 16 so far. Yes, Declaration. Who wrote the
What is
Declaration?
his name? Yeah, I'm trying to. It's Jeff.
Just get the last name. Just get the last name at least.
For some reason, I'm thinking of Thomas.
That's the first part. That's
Is
right.
it?
That's the first name.
Thomas Jefferson.
That's
See,
right.
There
Yeah,
we
you
go.
were right. I was about to say
Yeah,
tank engine will get you started.
Yeah,
All
Thomas
right,
Jefferson. See, I'm thinking of Samuel Adams. Was he?
Samuel Adams.
Yeah, John Adams.
John. He might. I think Sam Adams was more of a revolutionary.
Yeah.
guy.
See, this is gonna be embarrassing.
There's
for
some Adams
people.
at least. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Nobody could really do this unless they really went into
I
it.
know,
'Cause
yeah.
It's like most of these presidents, what they did, useless. Completely useless.
I know there's a guy who I think he got stuck in a tub.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd name him.
Yeah, I
too.
don't. I want to say William Tafford.
Ooh.
Is
think
that it?
It's Taft.
Taft.
William
Yeah, Taft.
I believe.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
don't know why I remember that.
was good.
Working towards the front more. There's just a giant gap. Andrew
Here.
Jackson.
Yeah, I was gonna say just start naming money. You've already named.
I
all
know
the ones
someone's
you know.
probably thinking right now Benjamin Franklin.
Okay, no,
He is not a president.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If you were thinking that, by the way, he was not a president.
No, he's just on the 100.
he was just on the 100. That's all he's ever done.
Yeah.
Most important thing in his life. By almost.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of money now.
Yeah, because if you think about the 1800s.
I said George Washington, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So like so 1700s, there's only like 4 presidents there.
Yeah.
And you named 2 of them.
I
And
know
then
I
I
cannot
don't.
name the other two.
Well, if you really wanted it, there's Quincy Adams, I believe, something like that.
That's like his cousin or something.
And then John Adams, one of
I
them
was
son,
right,
whatever,
yeah.
one of them vice president. I don't
Oh
even
yeah,
know.
Obama and Trump. Those are the last
Obama,
two
Trump,
that
and
I
then
know.
what was before Obama? You could get
Oh yeah,
2
George
off.
Bush. And then before that, there was Ronald Reagan. Was that before
That
him?
was in like the 70s.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
there's Ronald Reagan,
Okay,
and then
well, you're on the Bush part. There's 2 of them.
oh, there's 2 Bushes.
Yeah, his dad was also.
Oh, also George
David
Bush.
Copperfield. Yeah, he was
Oh.
also.
Okay.
Yep. And then before, do you know who was before that even? Maybe. Let's just say there was a lady running for president. Her husband was a president at one time.
Bill Clinton.
There you go. There's one. Okay. There's more. Yeah, I know you can get some of the 60s, maybe some 20s.
Oh man, I don't know. Oh, JFK.
JFK. There you go. There's one.
Yeah.
60s. There you go.
I don't think
Who was before that? You know, after maybe in that area.
no idea. I think that's all of them.
You think that's all you can get?
I think so.
Where'd you go to middle school?
Oh, there's Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Oh, there's one. There you go. There's one.
Somehow I remember his full name.
What about who carried a big stick and spoke softly?
Oh, carry a big
That was
stick-
one of my
stick
favorite
and speak
presidents for the
softly.
longest time. I'm gonna give you a hint.
Yeah.
Wait, let me think. Theo would have.
Theodore Roosevelt.
There you go. There you go.
There.
Okay.
From Night at the Museum.
Yes,
We
one-
talked about
there's-
that.
we did now.
Did we?
No, I don't think we ever did.
Oh,
What
no,
about?
in the first episode.
Hey, what about LBJ? You know LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson.
Nope.
You don't know who that one was.
I think
What
that's all
about
the
Richard
presidents.
Nixon?
Oh yeah, I know Richard Nixon. Yeah, I remember.
What about Civil War? He was a general.
Lee? No, that was
The other one. Well, that's all we have for today's
I don't
show,
know.
everybody.
Yeah.
We're done naming
Let's see if you
presidents.
guys
This is
can do
getting
any
really
better.
boring. Let's just hope you guys got more right than we
Yeah.
did. Well, I mean, Ian, I mean, you did well. You did well. You gave me some solid numbers. But I just want you to just remember, sometimes you gotta brush up on that stuff.
Yeah.
Normally people go, I should know that, but then you really think, why? Why should you know these
Yeah.
people? They didn't do
At least the most
anything
recent ones.
that was really that monumental today. All right, they didn't release a phone. They didn't even have iPhone 4S's back
Yeah.
then, so they ain't even nothing. Useless, worthless people. Ha! Just kidding. We know you all did really well, except for that one guy. I don't know which one I'm talking about, but one of them did something wrong, I'm sure, at
Yeah.
some point or another. All of them have done
Yeah.
something wrong, and all of them have done something good, and that's all that matters. Some of them have only been president for less than a year.
And died.
That's right, vice presidents.
He got cold. I think he got hypothermia at
Who
the
did?
inauguration. No idea.
Oh, that's a good one. Good.
Wait, no, maybe that's no. That's not true. That's something else. Anyway, that's all the time we have for
FDR,
today.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. World War II.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today. If
Hey,
you're interested,
yeah, that's right. You get to that. That's what you were about to say.
If you are interested in seeing photos of the cat or anything else I think of after this episode, check out the Instagram at Ian Says _ TCP, Tenclow Productions.
That's right.
There's no space between Ian and Says, so
Yeah, just look up Ian Says. You'll see the photo that is on this podcast that you see if you open your phone up. You open your phone and you see there's a little picture right there. That's probably the picture of the Instagram.
that
all right?
is, yes.
Yeah, it is. Okay, it is.
I guarantee, yes.
And you'll see a picture of a cat and cheese or something.
something
of some
along
sort.
those lines.
You
yeah.
need to film yourself feeding it cheese now.
I might have that already.
Okay, if you do, I'd prefer that.
Okay, yes.
And I'm going to send you something. I'm going to listen to this, and there's going to be something to go along with it.
Okay, yeah. That sounds good.
Because, I mean, if you post these images before this episode comes out, it'll be a little weird.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
that could be a thing.
See,
huh?
yeah, think about that. You're going to post the image before the episode comes out. Because we're actually filming. We usually film these on like Friday before
Yeah.
the show comes out. Usually.
Tuesday.
Yeah, and for Tuesday. So if you ever see an Instagram come out a little early, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, you can take a picture of that computer we talked about that other
Oh, yeah,
time.
and the candle if you guys want
And the
that
candle. The
sense.
candle, that's right.
The unofficial
Wait.
Ian Says candle.
Does that say $6.99? I paid for it at, I think that's Home Goods maybe, or Marshalls or something
One
on
of
the
them,
Sunport.
yeah.
Well, either way, go check that out. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the podcast and check us out every Tuesday. And also leave a nice rating and a review if you
Yeah,
can.
send us a DM if you want as well.
Yeah, hit us up, slide up, hit us in
Ideas,
the
anything.
DMs. All right, ladies. We're men, I think. Either way, we hope you guys did enjoy this one, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Peace.
Arrivederci.